Hello and welcome back to episode number 4 of our Factorio Let's Play. This is Far Away and thank you very much for joining me today. What we're going to be doing is, on our last episode, we built our automated facility here, kind of laid the groundwork of what we're going to be doing, and what we need to continue to do is now build our inserters that's going to put the raw material into the smelters, and then also our output of our copper plates and our iron plates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run those material this way. Because at first what I'm going to do is I'm going to build modular units up top here to build the different intermediary products that we're going to need to build for our automation procedures. And then those are going to then run that way. Maybe even circling back around. I haven't quite decided that part yet. So if you have any recommendations on which way you think I should go, let me know. I would definitely like to hear some input on that. So we need to build not only 6 and 6, so 12, we need to actually build 24 of our regular inserters here. So get those going. Actually, let me build this just one step longer. Now there's one thing I could have done a little differently probably when I did this, is I could have combined the coal and the raw materials on to the same belt when I did that. Just decided not to do that. I mean, I guess, again, it would work. I'm not saying that it won't or it wouldn't. Just chose not to. That's probably personal preference, I guess. It may or may not be the most efficient way to do things. I guess that's, something that could be a open topic for debate. Let's go ahead and build some more of our transport belts there. So now what we're going to do is this is going to be our output side. There's multiple ways you can look at doing things. If this was not a peaceful map that I was running, I would have to worry about being attacked by the resident aliens here that's on this map. But again, where I chose to go the peaceful route, they're going to pretty much leave me alone until I decide to go after them, so they're not going to come after me. Now, again, what I want to do here is I want to do our idea of using the splitter to create a more concentrated path here. So these are going to be loading from this side. Let's go ahead and turn things on so you can see it. Ta-da! And let there be light, and there was. So those are loading them on the far side. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put that splitter right here, and we want it to see, now it's going to load them on both sides. And with this here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this down here, go ahead and bring this out a few. And now we're creating double sides again of our raw materials. So, and now I can just stand here and just collect them as much as I want. I don't have to go to a chest to get them. Okay. So now we've got an automated process. Everything is running smoothly. The only thing I haven't automated is stone. And eventually that will bite me on the rear end. I always tend to neglect the stone for some reason. I don't do it purposely or intentionally. I just, it's one of those end product kind of things that you really don't think about until you need it. Now, one thing I could look at doing is increasing our output here. You see that we still have all this, it's full, but we want to keep up with demand up here. And it's really only kind of freezing because these are all loaded up here while we're lollygagging. And I want to get rid of carrying around this raw ore. Not that I don't like raw ore, it's just I'm not going to be doing anything with it. Okay. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to automate the making of our Science Pack 1. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Science Pack 1 and we're going to build 4 assembling machines to build that. So first thing first is we need to build our iron gear wheel. This right here. This takes 2 iron plates. Okay? So what we need to do is we need to first build 1, 2, 3, 4 of the automated facilities here. And I'm going to put them actually up here. I'm going to build them just a little bit back from our main facility. And I believe if we put our poles like so, we should be able to cover almost completely. And this is the only problem with these poles here in the beginning is you don't have a lot of reach. One thing I know I'm going to run out of here eventually is going to be wood. So let me go ahead and go over here and get some more wood. I know we had trees down this way, so I probably had them close by, but let's build some more power poles while we're doing our walking, because these boots are made for walking. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to build, we only really need to bring it right about here and run this across to here. This is probably one of the most simplest ones just because it only has one input, which is just the iron plates. So we can kind of cheat with this a little bit. The fun ones is when you start getting into 2 or 3 or chain reactions where you're going to have to build much more. Let's go collect some more iron plates while we're thinking about it. And we're going to need at least one more inserter and a bunch of more belts again. Excuse me. Alright, so let's take our splitter here, and I might actually have to move things down one. And let's go ahead and build an underground thing here. Yep, I sure am. I've got just a little bit too little space here to be able to split these off efficiently. So this is one thing you'll notice about Factorio is it is a game of corrections. So we're gonna have to go up this way. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and give this power. Again, we're going to have to do this here. Now we haven't told it, see nothing's moving. I go, oh my god, what happened? We didn't tell it what to build. So let's go in here, tell it to build that, build that, build that, and build that. Now one thing that you can do, I haven't showed you this yet, if you hit the Alt key on your keyboard, it's going to tell you everything you're building and all your facilities, what's being stored in chests, everything. So this is very, very helpful, especially once you start getting the more complex procedures here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this down, and again, we're going to kind of tier step these. These are more of your intermediate products. So this like line here will kind of be our intermediate product line. I'm probably going to put some of our copper intermediate product lines back here because we're here, and why not? We got plenty of space. But our science pack 1s, any of our science stuff, I'm gonna put up a little bit up here because I'm gonna put our science facilities back here. Okay. So first things first, let's build. We do need some more. So let's build. Let's do 3. We can always upgrade. Again, I've got plenty of room I can expand. It's just going to be more to protect if I was dealing with our nasty guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this just a little ways up here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Alright, now again, let's create our dual belt system here. So we have multiples there. And then we're going to run our... I'm out again. Always out of this stuff. I suppose I should automate that. It's not really required until some of our more advanced especially like Science Pack 2 needs it. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I think this would be a good place to stop before we start building those, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in.